Hello everyone and welcome to Nervous Nessie. Today I wanted to share with you some ideas about souvenirs that you can get when you travel, and I'm going to share with you 5 souvenirs, a bonus souvenir for kids, and I'm going to at the very end tell you what souvenir you never want to buy. So stay tuned. Whenever I travel, I always try to pick up a little something from each trip, and I always try to get something that has the name of the city or state that I'm visiting so that I know where I got the souvenir from. Of course, I would love to be able to buy a handmade item from a local artisan, maybe a bowl or a piece of artwork, but I can't always fit that in my luggage, and a lot of times those items can be pretty expensive. So today I'm sharing with you items that, number one, are small and will fit in any type of luggage or carry-on or bag, and 2, they are inexpensive. The first item is a shot glass. Now, not everyone drinks alcohol, which is fine, but a shot glass is a great souvenir even if you don't. It's small and compact, and it looks great sitting on a shelf and having a whole collection. I have a huge collection of like 50 or 60 shot glasses, and I always try to get different little ones. Some of them are small like this, some are tall, some are fat, some have little figurines attached, like this has the little bear on it. I try to change up the different ones, that way they're not the standard same size. But if you wanted to start a collection, you could get them all the same size, that way it's easy to put them on shelves and it's uniform, whatever you want to do. Whenever you do buy a shot glass when you travel, usually the place will wrap it really well in paper or bubble wrap, because they know it's a touristy thing and that you're going to be traveling and it won't get damaged in your luggage. But a shot glass is usually no more than $10 for a shot glass. Most of the time they're around like $7, depending on how extensive of a shot glass it is. I have some that they're really big and have a lot of things on them that can run you up to about $15. But yeah, number one, shot glass is a great option. The second item is a Christmas ornament. I love Christmas, and I try to get a Christmas ornament whenever I travel. Usually the ornament has something written on there telling you what city or state that it's from, and they're fairly small. There are some ornaments that are really big. This is about the biggest one of the bigger ones that I have. Again, when you travel and you go to purchase this, usually the store that you get them from will wrap them up for you to where they won't get damaged. I would say if you are someone who loves Christmas and would get Christmas ornaments, try to steer clear of the ones that have glitter, because you don't want to have glitter all in your luggage, and try to steer clear of the hand-blown glass ones, because those are very, very fragile. This one is made of a kind of plastic, but it looks very pretty. I got this one in Washington, D.C., and it has the cherry blossoms. These also make great gifts for someone that you know that loves Christmas. But yeah, This ornament, actually the price is on the bottom. This ornament, which is, like I said, one of the bigger ones, was $9.95. So yeah, $10 and you have an instant gift or souvenir for your trip. The number 3 item is a magnet. A lot of people like collecting magnets and putting them on their refrigerator to remember where they traveled. The magnets can be kind of small or they can get quite large. Some of them do have movable things on there. I've seen magnets, especially if you are going along a coastal city or state. They have some that has like a liquid inside that you can move and it shows the waves. There are tons of options of magnets, and again, the majority of those magnets are under $10. The number 4 item is kind of along the same lines, and it's a sticker. Stickers can be very inexpensive, $3, $4, depending on the size of the sticker. I collect the stickers myself, and I have decided instead of getting a magnet and getting a sticker, I buy just the sticker, but then I create my own magnets. You can go to your local hobby store. I usually get these from Michael's. This is the actual brand and the sheet. It is a sheet of chalkboard black magnet. It comes in, let me see here, 8.5 inches by 11 inches. That's 21.5 centimeters by 27.9 centimeters. It is a sheet about this size that you can take the sticker, stick it on the sheet, and then cut out, and then you have a magnet. I prefer to do that. The stickers are very inexpensive, $3 for a sticker versus $10 for a magnet, and I can fit several stickers on one sheet and then have multiple magnets, and I've saved myself money. Now, of course, you do have to buy the sheet. I can't remember how much the sheet actually was. It's less than $10. But the great thing about doing it this way is all of your magnets are uniform in size. They aren't big and bulky, and a lot of the different stickers can be more of, how do I put it, a more professional look, a more classic look. A lot of the magnets are more novelty and kid-like. And I wanted to have the magnets for when I can take them to work, because I have a metal filing cabinet at work and I wanted them to look very nice and clean and professional. So I have bought most of my magnets to be very clean and classic looking and have just the state or the city wrote on there, and then I cut them out and make magnets myself. So this is a great option. Other than that, if you wanted to, you could essentially buy the stickers and put the stickers wherever. You could put them maybe on the back of your laptop. You could put them in a scrapbook and make an actual book of your trip to maybe put on a coffee table. You could give the stickers as gifts. It is a great option for your kids. Kids always love stickers. So number 3 is the magnet. Number 4 is the sticker, but I turned the sticker into a magnet. Now the 5th souvenir is not only inexpensive, but it is also functional, and that is a Metro card. If you are going to be visiting a fairly big city, then they probably have some type of public transportation, a bus, a subway, train, And having a Metro card is technically a souvenir. Whenever I stay in a big city, I try to take public transportation as much as I can other than walking. And I just go and buy a public transit card. I put just enough money on the card that I think I'll need for my trip. And you get a actual card. This is an actual plastic card. Some places will give you a paper card, but it works the same way. You can go there, usually tap it or swipe it if it has a barcode, and then there's your fare for whatever it is, train or bus. I actually collect these, oddly enough, and I have, let me show you, I have quite a collection here of cards. But I hold on to all of these different cards because I never know when I'm going to visit the cities again. If you do travel a good bit, then maybe like I go through Chicago a good bit. Chicago is kind of my preferred go-to for connecting flights. So having a Metro card for Chicago is great in case I ever have a long layover. But each one of the cards, usually they cost different prices. A lot of times it's $2, $3 for the card itself. And then of course the fare that you put on there. If you think it's a place that you're probably never going to go back to, then whenever you buy the card itself, try to load just enough money on there for your trip. Otherwise, the money's going to stay on there and you won't get to use it. But I have used mine several times when I've gone back to the different cities that I already had the card. Now, as promised, I am going to share with you a bonus gift slash souvenir item, and that one is for the kids. Now, this item is not for every kid. It is going to be for some of the slightly older kids, or if there is a kid that is pretty responsible because of how small it is. But that would be the nano blocks, and they are literally super tiny little blocks. They're basically very small versions of Lego. Now obviously when you travel you probably will be able to find some Lego kits, but a lot of times those are huge. The great thing about these is how very small they are. They usually come in a pack that's about as big as my hand. They're flat and all the little pieces are in the pack. But they are very small, and you can easily take them off and put them back on. This is a little birthday cake one that I have, but I figured I would share this with you. It's one of those thinking outside the box items. Not every kid loves every type of toy, but if it's something that they can build, then it's a somewhat functional toy because it is teaching them building skills and how to read the little plans that come with this. I love these. They're just super cute, great little gift to give someone, so they're not just for kids. But yeah, also great gifts for kids when you travel is maybe a little small book of the area, telling maybe the history or a story of the area. But I love the little nano blocks because I have a bunch of nieces and nephews that would love getting these and building them and having a little collection for themselves. And finally, the one item that you don't ever want to buy whenever you travel. And there's several reasons for that. Number one, it's usually on the more expensive side. Number 2, it's fragile and it can break easily. And number 3, you're not going to get to bring it home with you. And that is a snow globe. Now, a lot of people do like collecting snow globes, and there is the possibility, yes, that you could find an inexpensive one. Yes, you could package it well to where it won't get broken. And yes, you can put it in your checked luggage, not your carry-on, to be able to bring it back. But realistically, it's more trouble than it's worth. Why? It has water in it. You can't get the water out of the snow globe, so it's not going to clear TSA. It will only clear if it's in your checked luggage. But keep in mind that your checked luggage is going to be chucked onto the plane and come sliding down when you get to the airport and go to pick up your luggage, and then be bounced around, and you have a glass bottle of liquid, which usually has glitter, and if it has even a crack, it's gonna leak and get all over your stuff. I would suggest, if you're someone who collects snow globes, maybe try to get one of the smaller ones, maybe a little tiny one versus the bigger ones that people usually collect. And of course, make sure you package it very well. I would suggest using a lot of your clothes to wrap it multiple times. Just know that if it breaks, your clothes are going to come back wet and possibly covered in glitter and or glass. But that is why I suggest to never buy a snow globe when you're traveling, because it is just so much trouble compared to what it's worth. I hope you like today's video where I give you some ideas for inexpensive and small souvenir and gift items while you're traveling. If you have any questions about any of the items, feel free to leave those in the comments below and I will try to get to those as soon as I can. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe so you know when the next video comes out. And I look forward to seeing everyone in the next video. Bye!